Don Lennon and Candace Owens interview, part 2. Let's get into it. What's up, listeners? Welcome to the continuation. This is the part 2 of Don Lennon and Candace Owens interview. I am still here with my co-host, Miss Joy. Say what's up.
Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all?
All right, so we're continuing on with dummy, what I'm calling dummy Lennon, okay? And Candace Owens. So let's continue on with it. Let's hit it.
The need then to sort of go down this rabbit hole and to defend something that was horrific and to say that, we had other, why are you comparing what happened in the Holocaust to other atrocities? Because it's awful. Why can't you just stick with the Holocaust?
And why can't I cover Christian history? What is this? What do you mean stick with the Holocaust? What do you mean by that?
People's actions? I don't understand that.
Nobody defended any actions. That episode was about the fact that after the war, and this was a BBC documentary, not a Candace Owens documentary, it's a BBC documentary, and I played parts of the documentary. It talks about how the Allies committed atrocities against the German-speaking civilians. They were not people who voted for Hitler. They were not Nazis. They were children who were lined up and shot. Mm-hmm. Their bodies were thrown on the ground while they were alive, and they were rolled over on cars. The footage is in the BBC documentary. It's called The Savage Peace. When people watch this documentary, they are so astonished and shocked that we didn't learn about it in school that they begin asking real serious questions. And one of those questions that you ask is, why are we not told about the mass killing of Christians all around the world? What you just said, why can't we just let it be about the Holocaust? What is that? Well, that's the most selfish thing in the entire world. Let me finish. The most selfish thing in the entire world is for me to spend an hour talking about the atrocities that innocent Christians who had nothing to do with Adolf Hitler faced, and then to have Zionist media talking heads somehow make it about the Holocaust. It's not about the Holocaust, okay? Christians suffered too. In fact, we are the most persecuted religion in the world. And I am so sick of it. I am so sick of there can only be one victim narrative.
And
if you start talking about
and we are not the most persecuted in the world. Come on.
That is a fact. What are you saying? We're not the most persecuted.
I'm gonna let you go first on that one. Go ahead.
Where did all this religion just come from?
Don't know.
We just covered how all this is a cult, right? Science is a cult and the whole 9 yards, right?
But they did.
Isn't religion a cult too?
That question was posing that about. She was saying, I hope you were really listening.
I understand about the Holocaust.
She was saying about, yes. So
I understand that.
What do you think? Do you think that the Christian Holocaust was worse? That's what she's saying. The slaughter of Christians, she was comparing it to the Holocaust. And he's against it. He's like, that's
neither one of them is better than the other.
Bruh.
Neither one.
I agree.
Right now, the war between Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah. Bruh. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. My view about this is simply this. Okay, listen.
Can't we just all just get along?
Bruh. Don Lennon, seriously, as far as this topic is concerned, it's like, yo, you. It don't make no sense. Okay? What he said don't make no sense. Okay, listen. And I'm telling you, I usually, it's kind of weird that I'm agreeing with this woman, because I usually don't. But, and some people might get mad at me for what I'm saying, but it's my opinion and my view. Okay, the Holocaust It was tragic. I'm not taking anything from it. But what I want my listeners to understand is there were other Holocausts that happened. Okay,
Exactly.
there were other Holocausts that happened against Black people. There were other Holocausts that happened against Asian people. There were other. I mean, they just happened against different races or different cultures. Okay, now I will say that Hitler's one of the worst. He's one of the worst.
Bruh.
Scientists they made.
No, he's one of the worst dictators to ever live. But there were way worse dictators
Exactly.
before Hitler. Okay, and they did the same thing. They did the same thing. In fact, Hitler took from some of them. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
Now, I'm not saying what happened.
In documentaries they have in history books that I read,
Yeah, and I'm not saying what happened.
9 out of 10 times it came from the Americans.
I'm not saying what happened to the Jewish people were bad, okay? But religious holocaust has happened throughout. Okay? Now, if you want,
Bruh.
I'm just saying, when it comes to religions, every religion has had its own holocaust. Look it up and fact check it if you want to.
Bruh.
Look it up. Every religion has had its own holocaust, or what it considers a holocaust. Okay? Japanese went through their own thing. The Muslims went through their own thing. As the Jews went through their own thing. The Christians went through their own thing.
The
And
Catholics,
then it went on.
you know.
And then it went on to the genocide of different races. I mean,
They made it more
Bruh.
public.
I'm just letting you know.
But you know,
I'm just
the
letting you know.
government's not going to admit all this.
They can't. They can't. It's not in them to do that. All right, but government, don't come after me, please.
Please, I don't got no money
All
for
right.
Uncle Sam. Sorry.
Yeah. Listen. Like
Listen,
the bail,
I
regular
believe-
bail I could pay, but the bail they might put on you, like I'm just letting you know.
listen,
It was
I
hard
believe-
it was hard for Andrew Tate to get out.
Bruh.
I don't need that drama.
I believe religion is a cult. That's where I stand.
In a way, it is.
No religion is better than the other.
In a way, it is. We ain't gonna get on that topic because you know. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see what else we got. Let's hit it.
We are still being persecuted right now.
Okay.
So I take great offense to you coming in here about the sensitivities of the people that are working on your show when I'm sitting here telling you that I'm a Christian and
Well, I
I'm
think the
offended
sensitivities
by
of
what you're
people who are-
saying,
who are
and you
working on
laugh.
that show, I
You
think
mock
that's
Christian
very,
persecution.
very important.
Do you think
because
people to laugh when someone tells you about Christian persecution? Because let me tell you something. If I
I'm
had
not
done
laughing.
that,
I think
had
it's
laughed
laughable.
about the
I don't think it's
Holocaust,
funny.
I would be
think it's
chased out of
laughable.
polite society. Then don't laugh. Don't laugh at Christian
Well,
persecution.
being
Don't do it.
laughable is mean that the name is in the term. It's laughable.
Do not
Bruh.
It
literally
sounds
just
like,
laugh
Candace,
when I
what
talk
you're
about
saying
Christian
is-
persecution.
what you're
Don't do that
saying-
ever again. Not in my presence.
What you're saying is okay, Candace. Thank you. So what you're saying? Oh, you know what? The Holocaust was bad, but look over here. These people were worse than the Holocaust, so we shouldn't.
That's not that. First off,
That's
first
what it
and
sounds
foremost,
like. I'm telling you, that's what it sounds like.
you just said you didn't watch the episode.
No, but I'm saying that's what it sounds like. That's what you're saying. I don't have to watch the episode.
Bruh.
I was listening to the words that you just said. You just
And-
spent 3 or 4 minutes talking about the other atrocities and how bad they were.
Yes,
You're not
the
talking
other
about how bad
atrocities
the
that have happened in
Holocaust
human history outside of the Holocaust are things that we are relevant and allowed to talk about, especially when the numbers of Christians that were persecuted following the Russian Revolution and the manner in which they were killed, people that were beheaded, priests that were shot. Yes, it is. I can talk about Christian history, and I don't need to feel guilty about that, and I
Okay,
won't.
that's
Okay.
fine. All right, good. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to
And
be
please,
about anything.
genuinely, Please
Okay, so
never,
listen.
please, when I come on your show, have enough respect not to laugh when I talk about Christian persecution, because you would never do that if I was Jewish and I was talking about the Holocaust.
You can't tell
You
me
would never do that.
You should have enough respect to know not to tell people how to react. You can't tell someone not to laugh.
Okay. Well, then I double dare you
Okay.
when a Jewish person is talking about persecution of Jews to laugh. You won't do it.
I won't do it because I actually believe that there were persecution of Jews, and
you don't believe that Christians were persecuted.
Let me finish my thought. I believe that there is persecution of Christians. I don't think it's the most persecuted religion in the world. Okay, so listen,
yo.
I'm gonna let you take this one over because
yo, sound guy, do it again. That's all. Do it again. Because that's all she was doing.
Eat 'em.
That's all she was doing.
Eat 'em.
That's all she was doing. Because, yo.
No death is funny. No
Bruh.
death.
Bruh.
You said laughable. What's so funny about it?
I don't understand. How is any type of Holocaust, whether it be religious or otherwise, laughable? Like,
Bruh.
this is why I say, Don Lennon, you are a fucking straight up hole, bro. I swear. Yo, listen to me. Listen, Don Lennon, this is what I got to say about
Yo.
No, stop. I want to say one thing. You are the dumbest mother. You understand? You a stupid. And if I was on your mother show, man, I would tell you, I would curse you the out because you are a fucking idiot. How is a Holocaust, the death, the woman just said, the death of women, men, women, and children being shot and killed publicly on the street, and then that is laughable? Are you serious?
Bruh.
Churches being burnt down. Nuns being
How
found.
is that laughable?
And
How
these
is
are real
that-
stories.
How is that laughable when this woman is telling you not to disrespect her religion? Because the reality of this, Don Lennon, you
know, if you would have laughed in front of a Jew,
man, you are a straight.
about the Holocaust, you would be in jail.
It ain't even gotta be about a Jew. Laugh in front of a Muslim about his mother religion and see if you don't get up.
Exactly.
I'm just keeping it 100.
Bruh.
I'm just keeping it 100.
Message.
Do that, and then we'll see what the happens. But, and she's right, because Christianity, I'm not Christian. I don't practice any religion. You know what I'm saying? I think, like you said, religion is sort of like a cult. You know what I'm saying? They all up. They tell you, give me money, and God going to give you a blessing. But, like, where the does that say that in the Bible?
Or,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get too much on that level. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Know what I mean?
Bruh.
But, Don Lennon, yo, you are stupid. That is nothing to laugh at. People being killed. There are people in Russia being killed. Even now, we got 2 wars that are still continuing. Nobody's really paying attention to it. They focus on all this other crap. But there's 2 wars there's a genocide
going on right now.
Yeah, like a fucking genocide going on.
And you laughing about it.
And he
and
laughing about it, about somebody's religion. But
for real?
But yo, Candace, listen.
I give you a dope right upside your head,
Can we do this right now? Can we give him that? We didn't. What is this, part 2?
This part 2.
Can we give him the dummy buzzer? 2 times, because it's part 2. What a idiot. I'm telling you.
If we had the Homer Simpson,
I'm telling you. But Candace,
man,
yo, I'm gonna
Candace,
tell you this.
stand your ground, girl.
Yo,
stand your ground.
Stand your ground, nothing. She ain't gotta stand. Just throw them, cause he getting hit. Soon as you speak, this stupid mother is getting hit. He getting
You
hit.
think he's doing that just to get views?
Maybe.
Because he's absolutely doing nothing.
I don't know, but I mean, Don Lennon is, you know,
he went from being an anchor to being a reporter to being now.
But you know, I mean,
an interviewer.
I mean, Don Lennon, he has a long history, a very good history. For all my listeners who don't know about Don Lennon, aka Dumb Lennon, he went. I think he's been a long time, as far as I can go on his history. But as far as I'm going to elaborate on his history, is that he's been with he was with CNN for I think 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He started his career. Before that, he did go to school for to be on the news. Whatever they call them, people.
The anchor,
whatever.
Then he went
to
from
school for that.
the weatherman
Yeah,
to the reporter.
He accelerated in the business. And
You mean decrease in the business?
I mean, he accelerated in the business. He's good at it, but at the same time, he's one of those how you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Manipulative, dumb that try to twist every thing that you say to fit his narrative or what the he's trying to say. He's a stupid asshole, you know. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. This, I mean, he did other interviews, but I was like, yo, what the? But with this one, it's like, yo, what the? You know.
You just need to retire already. You just need to retire.
He don't need to retire, but it's just
he needs to retire because after this interview,
no, he don't need to retire. He's
gonna have a lot of heat.
No, he's actually good at his job, but what it is like this: when you clash with a titan like this, they already know about all the bull. You know what I'm saying? They know what game that you're playing, and they know how to play it, and that's what it is. I told you earlier. I said it's like what the I said? It's like Jesus versus the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dumb sinning. I mean, Don Lennon, aka Dumb Sinning, this stupid mother. He's the devil. That's it. All right, let's continue on.
Something interesting that we may have some common ground on. Okay. But what do you think about same-sex marriage?
It's a sin.
You think it's a sin? So you think I'm sinful?
What's that?
You think I'm sinful because I'm married to a man?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, okay. You're sinning. You are in a sinful relationship. I actually don't believe marriage can be between two men. So I don't.
But you understand, though, Candace, and maybe we're not going to agree on this now. I thought we would. Do you understand, though, that the same Bible verses and the same scriptures that are used to call same-sex marriage sinful are used to call interracial marriage sinful as well? And so there are people who would say that you are in a sinful marriage. Can you tell me which verse it is that would make people say? The thing is that it's actually not there, and that people twist the Bible verses. That's my whole point. Thank you for proving that, because it doesn't say that. And it's actually, you're going to say Leviticus or whatever. It's not actually what Leviticus says, but go on. I don't want to get into specifics about the Bible, but that's not what the Bible says. It's just people using and interpreting scripture in a way that they want to interpret it. So look, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I don't believe that I'm in a sinful marriage, but there are people who believe, Candace Owens, that you are in a sinful marriage because you are in an interracial marriage. And I say that as someone who is in an interracial marriage, so I am doubly sinful.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody make a biblical argument against people being married that are black and white. So that's why I said, can you just tell me what verse that was? Sodomy is obviously a sin, but I've never heard a biblical argument. I'm happy to learn. I honestly, I'm happy to learn.
Sodomy is not just for gay sex, right? You know that, right? Sodomy is.
Yeah, it's a sin always, by the way.
Yeah, it's a sin between, it can be a sin between heterosexuals as well.
Yes, that's correct.
So, okay, but you've never heard that interracial marriage was sinful?
I've never heard somebody make a biblical argument for interracial. I've never, and that's why I'm saying if you could present that to me, and if maybe you're familiar with what verse that was.
Yeah, but actually, it's not a biblical argument. It's also a religious argument as well, more so than anything, that you're in a sinful marriage and that black and white people should not be married.
I mean, I'm obviously very aware that people could think that ideologically, but I've never heard that biblical argument made ever in my life, and I'm happy to be proven wrong here. But I think you maybe made that up on the spot there.
So by saying that, no, I didn't actually. But
bro, like, seriously? Seriously? First of all, we throw the Bible around so often. It's like, oh, we have to buy the law of the Bible. Everybody takes the Bible out of context.
We do.
Out of context. We have so many people on this earth sinning and doing whatever they please because of, the government taking things out of churches and, home.
All right, but what do you think?
Traditions and, old folks' ways, and, we break up massive homes because we don't like what they do. Mind your own business. And this is the point of it. Mind your business. If you don't like it, there's another place you could look.
Did you hit some ganja before you came here?
No. If you don't like it, look the opposite way. It is not your business. Is that any of your concern of what she or he doing? You like one thing, they like another. Did we stop the pit bull from fucking the Chihuahua? Excuse my French on here, but I was just asking a question. You know?
You know how big that pit bull is?
No, but
you know what he gonna do to that Chihuahua?
You you get my point. Did that stop any of your money coming in your pocket about what the Chihuahua's doing with the pit bull?
I think you're sort of missing the point here a little bit.
No, mind your own business.
No, it's not mind your own business. The whole thing is this, all right? Okay, listen.
A sin is a sin.
Understood. Understood. But
who said not? You coming outside during the daytime is not a sin?
Hold on. Candace, like too many times, she was busting them. Listen, and I understand your stance on certain things. All right? But this is the reality of it, all right? And a lot of people don't like to hear this, but this is the reality of it. Gay marriage is against God. Period. In any religion that you look into, gay marriage is never accepted. That's
I
one. Okay,
understand
that's
all that.
one. So, gay marriage and that stuff, which I didn't play the rest of that clip because I stopped it, but which they have further on. If you watch the clip, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not accepted in any religion. So when the government got into religion, yes, that was a very big mistake for the government.
Exactly.
To
That's
get
the whole point.
into religion. So,
But now since
no, well, let me finish. I'll let you talk. Let me finish. So it's only under the Constitution that gay marriage is accepted. It's not under the law of man. You understand what I'm saying? It's not under God's law.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about religion. I'm talking about spiritual people, whatever. It doesn't fall under that law.
Bruh.
Now, he talked about people manipulating the Bible and da. And I understand that. 100%. But he himself,
how many times the Bible has been rewritten?
let me finish. But he himself is trying to manipulate the Bible. The Bible hasn't, and a lot of people get confused with that. It hasn't really, all right, look. You have your first and your second testament. It hasn't really, in my opinion, it hasn't really been rewritten. It has just been translated different.
Bruh.
That's just in my opinion.
You could call
But
you
that's
could
just
call
in
a
my
deuce a ace,
that's
a ace
just
of
in my
spade,
opinion.
whatever.
That's just in my opinion. But I will tell you this: the Bible ain't like science. It don't keep changing.
Bruh.
It don't keep changing. I can tell you that. This woman is completely 100% right. It is against God's laws to be same-sex marriage. Even me, myself, and I'm not trying to. I don't want nobody to just like. I don't
What do
want
you
my
think the
listeners.
Greeks
I don't want
do?
you to cancel me. Don't go on the cancel culture with me because everybody has their own opinion. But no, I agree with Candace on this. That man is living a sinful life, and he gonna have to deal with it his own way. I'm not hating on people from the ABC community. I mean, to each his own, because at the end of the day, we all have to deal with God. At the end of the day, so to each his own. But I think what he was saying, what he's saying, not her, what he's saying is stupid. He's stupid. You're dumb. It makes no sense. And that's my view, and that's my opinion on that.
Listen, but
Message.
you know,
I'm just keeping it, you know.
I stand where I stand. I think religion is just a cult, you know.
Whatever.
And the Bible is written by somebody that followed somebody around and just wrote what he was speaking. Or it could have been a schizophrenic person, you know, writing things down. We
Bruh.
don't know, you know. I'm
Bruh.
just saying.
Bruh.
Serious.
Listen, I just
Hold on.
just
My
just
dude, my dude.
just my
All right,
view.
all right. I'm gonna give you the dummy buzzer. Don't disrespect the Bible on the show. All right.
Listen, I read that, but I read all the Bibles, New Testament, the Old Testament.
All right. Listen, we ain't doing that. All right. Listen.
Listen.
As always, we are coming to our ending of the show. So drop my bomb. We getting up out of here. All right, check it out. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. All the links and everything will be there at the end of the screen, all that stuff. All my listeners, stay blessed.
And not stress.
Yep, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all later. Peace out.